it's amazing to be able to race against some guys that I was young looking up to, and now I can race or beat them. And it makes me proud, and I'm happy to be in the middle of this great group of drivers.
Well, if you didn't watch it, I won.
It went okay in the end. I started last and finished second, so that was very important for me and for the championship. We have a quick car. It's a difficult car to drive, but it's a quick car when everything works well.
So the last race, yeah, still a little bit hard to digest. We're having an amazing run. Having started third, we overtook Nico into P2, and then we were chasing down Sam for the win. I felt very good in the car. I felt like we had the pace to really challenge him. And then on the lap that we were going to box to change car, we had an issue with the car which made us stop on track.
Not so good again. No, I mean P5 is not catastrophic, but it's not what I was hoping for. So yes, again a small technical glitch in the pit lane, which cost me quite a lot of lap time. Then I did a small mistake myself, but with not so much of a. I only lost 5 seconds. In the end, was quite a good drift. But yeah, I mean the car is good, the team is good. It's just like nothing is really going my way. But I'm sure it will turn around at some point.
I was delighted, Nicky. To win the first race for DS Virgin Racing meant a big deal. Meant a big deal to all the boys. DS Performance were absolutely delighted. They had a little British flag out at Satori the next week to commemorate the win, and it gave everybody a bit of a boost. We needed it. We had a tough start to the year. The crazy thing is though, without the DNF in Uruguay, I'd only be a few points off the lead of the championship, so you know, it's not all bad.
I think it's very interesting. You know, it's a bit different from what we're used to, but in the end not so different, because they could make it look like a city track in the back part. I'm really looking forward. I hope there's a lot of people. You know, I'm sure it can be a fantastic atmosphere here with all the grandstands and the stadium.
We run in parts and areas of the F1 track, but then we go a little bit into a mixed area and twisty corners where it's a little bit made up and secondary roads, which will be bumpy, like where we race normally in Formula E in the middle of the cities.
The track itself, a lot of slow speed corners. Whether that plays into our hands or not, I'm not so sure. But I still think it's going to be a great event. If I can score some good points, then great.
I did quite a few laps on the simulator to try to learn it, but it looks a bit different to what I was expecting. So I think it's going to be a very challenging track. There's a lot of difficult corners where you don't really see the apex, and that's going to make it very difficult. Plus the altitude's going to be different. You know, the downforce will be very low as well here.
I mean, for me as a driver, I just need to sit in the car, drive as fast as I can, do the best job, and then if the car and the package is able to win, we'll aim for that. If the best we can do is P6 or 7, then we'll aim for that. And so it's always a bit of an unknown, a question mark, but we'll be pushing hard.
I hope to finish at least on the podium here.
To get into Superpole again would be a great achievement if that's possible. Not so sure this time, but let's wait and see, Nicky. And then in the race, do what we do. Try and use the energy best we can and see how many points we can come home with. You know, points make prizes.
To score as many points as possible. Hopefully we can fight for the win. We have a good car, like we were able to show in the last few races, so that's the target, yeah.
To be honest, I think Formula E has been so successful and has been getting a lot of support from all the fans because of the talent in this pit lane. All the great names we have, amazing results from everyone. And this is pushing Formula E into the world of motorsport. We're earning our respect in the world of motorsport.
Driver talent is top notch. You look at the names in it. They've got some of the best drivers in the World Endurance Championship and some of the best drivers that have driven in Formula 1 driving in this series. I mean, what's not to love about it?
I think it's very impressive and it looks better and better, you know. Already last year it started like very strong and it's getting stronger and stronger. So I think that's very important for the championship because it shows a very good image, you know, that you have so many good drivers.
It's amazing to be able to race against some guys that I was young looking up to, and now I can race or beat them. And it makes me proud, and I'm happy to be in the middle of this great group of drivers.
It's really a high standard. You know, a lot of the drivers are from WEC, where we know the drivers are among the best, if not the best in the world. So I think, yeah, the driver lineup overall is fantastic.
People are really sitting up and taking note of this championship, and if they're not, then they should be.
Right, so this is my favourite part of the track, is where the cars come into this amphitheatre. They're literally surrounded by 3 sides of these grandstand all the way round. So the Formula 1 cars come in, come round past that apex, through here and leave the circuit over there.